At ConExpo, I was really impressed with the new technology. That's no surprise. But the thing that got my attention was how a lot of this technology is available for retail today. Case Construction unveiled the, quote, Tesla, if you would, the first electric backhoe. How cool is this? Plug it in overnight, get 8 hours of use in a typical day, and lower operating costs by as much as 90%. Also, John Deere unveiled a lot of different enhancements to their equipment. A couple things I thought you might find interesting this week. They had some enhancements to their skid loader line, a new system called Smart Grade. You see that dozer blade out in front of the machine. What John Deere did is they took the technology behind their dozers, and they've got this 6-way dozer attachment, if you would, for your skid loader. But where the enhancements in technology come in is you can push a button in the skid loader and make your skid loader controls work like a dozer. And having run both machines, I can tell you that is a great enhancement. Don't worry, you can still use the skid loader like we have for years with various attachments you might have. John Deere also made a step up in technology in their scraper system. A lot of us have been around scraper machines. That's no secret. That's really nothing new. You can see that beam and that sensor, if you would, up on top of the scraper. What they've done is they've added some new technology to allow the operator to keep track of how much material they move. Caterpillar had a big display outside. They called this area the Operator's Stadium. And what Caterpillar did is they did a lot of various demos each day where they would show equipment in action. I talked to Sam Meeker from Caterpillar, and he was pretty excited about some of the new technology they rolled out. Some of it might get your attention.
One of the most exciting things we have here at ConExpo is our brand new Cat Command for dozing system. And so what we're able to do is we're able to put some hardware on the dozer, interact directly with the controls, and then you can remote control this dozer from either a console or a remote station. So this is what the remote console looks like. Right? Real similar to the way you and I have been running drones for a long time, but simple set of controls, marries directly up with the controls on the tractor, on the excavator, on the loader, and it hangs right over your shoulder like that. The station's a little bit different. Now that's set up for a lot of what some customers might even look at and look like a simulator. It's got some TV screens in front of you. It's got all of the controls right in front of you, so you're able to run that machine just like you were in the cab. Now, the applications that we see customers that like to use this in are anywhere where you're going to be in a possible safety hazard with that operator. Let's say you're working up against a high wall that might be somewhat fragile, and you don't want to be putting that operator in that bad situation. Maybe there's an area, we had a customer that had an area where they had some air quality problems, and so they put remote control out there because they could get those machines out and get the operators out of harm's way, running them from a distance. Now, the remote control console here allows you to run it from a few hundred yards away. But with the remote control station, you can run it halfway around the world. We use pretty sophisticated radios on the dozer and of course on the station. And right now at ConExpo, you're able to operate a dozer in Peoria, Illinois, or a wheel loader out in Clayton, North Carolina. So really exciting technology, and we're really happy to bring it, show it off here at ConExpo 2020.
I was really impressed with the level of safety that Caterpillar has put into their automation. There's actually a lockout feature where you can lock out the machine so no one can remote into it. Also, there's a feature with this remote control where if you hit the stop button, it stops all machines within 300 or 400 meters that are using these systems. At ConExpo, I can tell you, there was a lot of amazing new technology that's going to find its way to our farms and ranches across the country. And it's pretty interesting to see a lot of this firsthand. For This Week in Agribusiness, I'm Chad Colby.